get the show started!
In today's video, Marlon Moraes blasts the UFC and reveals why he really left the promotion. Petr Yan reacts following decision loss to Merab Dvalishvili. Stephen Thompson says Conor McGregor is back to his karate-like style. Michael Bisping defends Cody Garbrandt against critics, and Nickal responds to Michael Chandler's criticism. Marlon Moraes has finally opened up about his release from the UFC. Moraes made the decision to retire following his fourth straight stoppage loss against Song Yadong at UFC Vegas 50. 5 months later, the retirement was over and he had signed with the PFL. Now in an interview on Unlocking the Cage, the Brazilian criticized the UFC, saying that he was never given a chance to build back from the losses, and revealed the real reason why he parted ways with the promotion. Here's the clip.
Man, I was like, to be honest, and the UFC sometimes they will use you and then they don't care about you anymore and they will take whatever you have left. And I felt in that position, you know, because I know I'm a good fighter. I can fight with the best, but sometimes in life, sometimes in fighting, in games, you know, you need to be important to people. You need to feel important, and I didn't feel important to the UFC anymore because they didn't care for me. They didn't care to bring me back. They didn't care for, hey, let's get Marlon back, you know, let's slowly a little bit, you know, let's give him a fight that he might make mistakes and he might win. Just like Cody Garbrandt last fight, you know, like that was a fight to bring him back up, you know, get him and man, I'm not gonna say they should do that to me, but when you love someone, you wanna get the person, and it's like you have a relationship with your wife. She's gonna do something bad or you're gonna do something bad, and you guys gonna talk, you guys gonna have a conversation and see that you guys can help each other, you know. And the UFC never done that to me, and I just feel special with the PFL and the people I'm working with now, and that's why I'm here, that's why I'm back, you know.
Petr Yan saw his struggles continue on Saturday when he suffered a unanimous decision loss to Merab Dvalishvili in the UFC Fight Night 221 main event. The former UFC champ is now on a 3-fight losing skid and has 4 losses on his record from the past 5 fights. Taking to social media on Monday, Yan reflected on his loss to Dvalishvili. He wrote, "On Saturday, March 11th, my fight took place. In Russia, it was March 12th, where I suffered the battle. Annoying. It hurts to realize what is happening, but what has happened is not to unravel. I was pleased with the preparation in general. There were several slowing factors about which I thought and believed that I would manage. Flew to the United States a couple days away from the flight and started working. Feeling the need for physical therapy, I studied every day for a week and believed that everything would be fine. A week before the fight, they gave a roasting 5x5, breathed perfectly, and began to raise the weight. I couldn't think about canceling the fight since I was already on the field. I think it was clear that I couldn't even move not to hit, had to keep my head up. I know I can and I know better. Need to reboot, make adjustments. The photo was from the training in Tiger 7 days before departure. That day I thought I could jump and not hit anything in the sky. Thank you all for your attention, understanding. More holidays to come." Stephen Thompson believes Conor McGregor will return to his karate-like style in the upcoming fight against Michael Chandler. In a recent interview with Submission Radio, Wonderboy said, "Conor McGregor getting back to his roots, his karate. So, for instance, when he fought Jose Aldo, his movement, his wide stance, his speed was on point. Like, he's back to that, man, at a heavier weight, which is scary. You're gonna see a better Conor. I think he's listened to the fans. You know, his last 2 fights with Poirier was kind of in that boxer mentality. He's got to get back to his roots of movement, and that's what we're going to see from Conor next time he steps out there." Cody Garbrandt recently went through some tough times as he was riding a 2-fight losing streak with a 1-5 record in his past 6 fights, and on top of that, he and his wife divorced. Following the losses, Cody received a lot of criticism from the fans for his aggressive style of fighting. However, the former UFC champ made a triumphant return to the octagon at UFC 285 as he defeated Trevin Jones via a unanimous decision. Speaking on the most recent episode of the BYM podcast, Michael Bisping defended Garbrandt against critics and explained how hard it is to get back in the win column after being knocked out several times in a row. Here's the clip.
When you get knocked out 4 out of 5 times when you're stepping in there, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. That's almost like your brain saying, every time I go in there, I'm getting put to sleep in front of the whole world. Not only am I getting embarrassed, I'm losing credibility, I'm losing money, but I'm doing severe damage to my brain, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to go out there and you're going to fight in a way more safe manner. You're going to be strategic. You're going to try and avoid blows. And anyone that criticizes that, Cody should tell him to kiss my ass, okay? Kiss Michael Bisping's ass. And you can, because you don't know what it feels like. Yeah. It's bad enough going in there after one loss, the pressure that you feel. Going in there after that amount of losses and losing in the fashion that he did, it was big enough just to step in there and do it. Fighting in there alone, these people deserve credit, the men and women involved. But when you've lost that many in a row, it is not easy.
Bo Nickal has responded to Michael Chandler's criticism. Nickal scored another first-round finish when he submitted Jamie Pickett at UFC 285. Prior to that, the UFC prospect had made some bold claims and called out the likes of Khamzat Chimaev. Chandler recently told reporters that he thinks Nickal is getting a little too chatty for the fans' liking. He said if he were advising Nickal, he'd tell him to focus more on developing his MMA skills instead of talking trash. Responding to Chandler's comments, Nickal didn't lash out, but rather appreciated that a veteran like that is already paying attention to his career. He didn't take any offense to what was said. Speaking on the MMA Hour, Nickal said, "Thank you. I think there's a lot of wisdom in that statement. I think Michael Chandler is a fan of me. I think Michael Chandler wants me to win. First off, he said my potential is exponential, so let's listen to what he's actually saying. He's talking about it in the perspective of the fans. If I say, yo, give me Khamzat, I'll violate this guy. 99% of MMA fans are going to say Bo Nickal is an idiot. They don't know what they're talking about." That's the perspective I think Chandler is taking, especially when I hear you read the quote. He's not hating on me at all. He's not even a guy that I don't think would do that because he's always been cool to me. He's always been nice to me. He's a wrestler. I think that's just how he sees it. He's not saying, Bo, slow your roll, Khamzat would smash you. He's saying if you say these things, the fans are going to perceive it in a certain way, which is true. Here are the top 3 funniest memes we found on the internet today. Third place was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Robertson. Second place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named Blacksmith Rosen. And our number 1 meme was also found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Anthony. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.